Alright, so this is my trade recap from Friday. So off the open, marked out the open with this dotted line here for you guys. I took a short off this 5-minute inversion. I entered on the retest right here, and I ended up getting speed cooked. On my stop at the break of the middle, the top wick of the gap candle. And so the mistake I made on this trade was I I didn't realize on ES we had like these I didn't realize on ES we had like relative equal lows here. So I didn't really consider this to be like a crazy sweep. And then I also could have like prevented myself by seeing this 30-second inversion. Yeah, there was a plus 30-second inversion right here that I didn't see. So yeah, it went above, retested. That would have been A plus long entry, but instead I ended up taking like a $300 L on that. And so yeah, that was unfortunate. Kind of, I drew the manipulation leg for the. I drew the fib off the manipulation leg for this long, and we hit the -2. Then we kind of just started slowly grinding up. And I'm gonna be fully transparent. I made a mistake. I took I took a 3M and Q trade. Somewhere up here, it was very stupid. I thought we were just gonna slowly grind up. I thought it was gonna be a trend day. So yeah, and then I ended up getting cooked. Another $300 L, and then yeah, so we ended up reversing. So basically, another thing that was wrong with my first trade as well was that if you draw the range off of this low on the hourly, we're in discount still. So I took a short in literal discount. So that was stupid of me. But so after that long off open, we pull back into discount. So after this, I'm looking for a long setup, even though we have no 15-minute or hourly PD array, just because the range is tight. We literally retested the 5-minute inversion. So there's a bearish 5-minute gap right here. We retested it by one tick right here. I didn't enter off that. I waited for more confirmation, but we ended up getting an A plus long. 1-minute inversion comes up, retest. I took a long entry, got filled 37.25, 28-point stop. Ended up hitting. I was gonna go for 23.50, but I didn't want to be greedy, and I was already red on the day, which made me a little emotional. So I kind of got out somewhere around here just for a break even though I should have taken profit at this high. But yeah, I mean break even on the day, not break even on the trade. But yeah, so that happened, and then PA got really bad. But once I got that break even on the day, I got off because I kind of felt that emotions were getting a little high. But the good thing about that inversion was that it wasn't just on one time frame. It was on the 1 minute, the 5-minute. See, we retested on the 5 minute as well, so you could have taken it on the 5 as well. It would have just been a bigger stop. And so yeah, so the only other trade I can really see from this day was a short. It was a 1-minute short. After we manipulated this high, this was the manipulation move from here to here, and then we have a tiny fair value gap on the 30-second right here. And I probably wouldn't have taken this, but you could have also taken the 1-minute inversion. I'm sure there was one. Oh, doesn't look like it actually. Oh yeah, there is. There's a super tiny gap, but on 30 seconds nicer. Still not the cleanest, but your stop would have been at the high, so you wouldn't have gone stopped out. And if you targeted the -2, your TP would have been right here. So you would have left on about 12 points of profit on the board, which is super good. Super good. Then after that, so as you can see, we were chopping so much up here, and we just kept making highs barely, but no like new high or new like no crazy high or significant high or anything. So that was kind of a problem, and that kind of signaled that like, hey, we don't want this 2350 today. So if you, so and then on top of this, following this trade, there was a made this low, so our range shrunk. Like even if this was our range before, it would have gone from here, all the way from there to this low because that was the tap and discount. And then we get a retest, which is there's a breaker block right here, and then there's a 5 minute fair value gap here. So we had a 5 minute unicorn setup. It's pretty A plus, and so it looked good. And then you could have targeted this low, but as you can see, we had a SMT. ES ended up taking this low before NQ did, so that's your sign to get out. But yeah, so just to reflect on the week, I'm pretty satisfied. We're taking things slow, really slow, but I got a little like emotionally high today just because of um, how I messed up so badly on that first trade, because it ended up stopping me out in like literally 1 minute, and and you know the TP for this long here, it was so clear, like relative equal highs right here, and it's London high. That's such a clear TP for longs. I should have known, but instead I thought we were gonna go for Asia low. So yeah, the problems I made today: one, I shorted in discount. Two, I had the wrong draw on liquidity. If I saw on ES that we had these relative equal lows right here, then I would have respected this as a draw more. But I thought the draw was gonna be these LR, but instead, if I had just seen that, then I would have probably looked for longs more. But yeah, it's unfortunate. Break even on the day, but not a wasted day. We learn every day. So I'll catch you guys next week, and let's get it.